I'm going to try to come back tonight and do a live that shows you all the meal planning and where I am for the week. Okay. I was so excited about this week's menu for you. So let's see if the invites are looking good. Whoopsie. Aren't they cute? It's like green eggs, no ham. I'm going to put these down and let them cool for a second and then I'll taste them. And let's see if it'll let me tell you what my meal plan for the week is going to be, which I've done everything out of my book, Homemade Simple, this week. But I'm going to make the pesto egg bites, which obviously just came out of the oven. I'm going to make my Thai red curry soup, sheet pan salmon with pesto, ripping off my sheet pan halibut dish, Tex-Mex skillet casserole, an oldie but goodie. And then I'm going to do, instead of shrimp tacos, I'm going to do chicken tacos with slaw because I already have cabbage. I'm going to make my everyday salad for lunches, meaning like I like it so much I could eat it every day. And then I still have ingredients to make another green juice for myself to keep on hand during the week. So I'm going to use up those ingredients to do that too. Okay. All right. Moving along to what I know I can do first today. Obviously, make the egg bites, and I get to check that off my list. I love putting a check mark next to things. When I get back from the store, I'm gonna cook the chicken and make and shred the chicken so that I've got it for 3 recipes, right? I'm gonna use it in the red curry soup. I'm gonna use it in the chicken tacos, and I'm gonna use it for my everyday salad. So that's one of the things I'll do right away. And then I can make the soup in tandem with when I'm actually cooking the chicken and just have the chicken at the end. And then I'm going to make dressing so that I have it for my salads this week. And then I think I'll hard boil some eggs. I'm also going to make the juice tonight. I'll probably come back and just cook live with you guys again tonight, hoping that the internet is better and show you all of these things I'm doing because I'm realizing that it's just so much easier to just do these little chunks and remind you all that you don't have to do everything at once. And even if you're wanting to follow along and plan your week's menu with me with using these recipes, it's like break it up. Yesterday, I spent time going through the fridge to make sure I wasn't wasting anything or that I had ingredients I wanted to carry over into this week. Went through my pantry and did the same thing. And I saw that I have loads of coconut milk. So that's what inspired me to be like, oh, I could do that Thai curry soup. I've got tons of stuff for it. I've got the fish sauce, I've got limes. And so it made it easier to move into today, right? So just a couple things at a time will change your week, I think, and your mindset. And then all I'm trying to do is make a grocery list of I've got what I have versus what I need. And so I'm looking at the recipes that I've chosen over here. And this is where I get to cheat a little bit because I know my recipes so well. And I know what I have in my fridge already and in my pantry. So for the pesto egg bites, I know I'm good to go, right? For the red curry soup, I have curry paste, I have coconut milk, I'll have chicken stock, I need spinach, which I think I already put on my list. The chicken, I need onions, which I put on there, and I think I'm going to need some carrots. And I'm going to try to do all of this at Trader Joe's on $125 this week. We'll see how that goes. It gets most expensive when you're buying your proteins, right? Animal proteins. So we're going to see how this all shakes out. So I know what I've got for the red curry soup and what I still need. The sheet pan salmon, I need fish. I have pesto and I have leftover veggies for it, which I'm thrilled about. And I have olive oil too. I have a really nice big bottle of olive oil left. So for tossing the veggies and things like that. So I put fish on here and I'm going to wait and see what they have and look at what's best. And then Tex-Mex skillet casserole. I like it with ground beef. However, it's ground turkey. So I'm going to just use the ground turkey. And I have seasoning and do you need to come through? No. Oh, you're going out. Oh, good. See you guys later. Bye. Have fun. Bye, honey. Crushed tomatoes. I need a can of these. And then I have tomato paste if I need it. I need black beans. Did I put those on my list yet? I didn't. I like black beans in this. You can use pinto beans too. And then I have cheese if I want it. And then corn chips for dunking the skillet casserole. You can just like treat it like a dip kind of. If I buy corn tortillas, I can make chips out of those, or I'll grab some chips at my friend's restaurant. I'll cheat. Next, chicken tacos with slaw. So I'm planning on using the chicken tacos that I have. I'm sorry, the chicken that I'm making today in the tacos as well. So I know I've got that. And then I have cabbage left over from this weekend. And you guys, the yield on slaw is so huge. Like I have a half a cabbage and a little like quarter of a cabbage, red and green. It's going to make so much slaw. I can't wait to show you later today. And all I do is lime juice. You can do a little olive oil. You could do sesame oil if you wanted to have a different flavor profile. But this weekend I used lime juice, like a tablespoon of mayo, a little bit of salt, and a squeeze of honey. And that's all I coated the cabbage in. It was absolutely delicious. So it's like a side salad, or you can put it on tacos or whatever you'd like, right? So I'm good on that because I know I have honey. I might need a couple more limes. I'm going to double check. Okay. And then what else am I doing? The everyday salad. Let's look at that because I can't remember off the top of my head what I have and what I don't have for it. I need lettuce. And I hate that lettuce costs so much when it's pre-washed. But then I also don't like it when I wash it myself and I forget it's in there in the salad strainer and it goes bad. That is a bad habit of mine. Everyday salad. Let me get my glasses for this. Oh, our egg bites look so good. I'm going to take one out and taste it for you guys. Thank you for whoever has come back to watch after I've had technical difficulties all morning. So I need romaine lettuce or mixed greens. I need a red apple. I have a green apple, so I'm going to use that. Hard-boiled egg. I'll make some. Chopped almonds or walnuts. I have tons of nuts for making nut milk. Crumbled feta or goat cheese. Green onions. Got them. Dried cherries or cranberries. I think I'm going to do fresh fruit in it because I'm on a non-dried fruit kick. Because some of them are just so loaded with sugar, and others they can easily get mold on them. And I'm on an anti-mold diet. No joke. Shallot vinaigrette. I've got stuff for that. Kosher salt and fresh pepper. Shredded cooked chicken, salmon, or shrimp. Optional. Okay, so this is amazing. So I'm going to get some goat cheese and like I said, and some berries. And I already have berries on my list because I want them for fiber and I want them for yogurt bowls that I make in the morning besides my egg bites. And so let's just put goat cheese. Sound good? Um, and then I think I'm in good shape. I added a couple of things that I always know I want to. Like I always want Greek yogurt. My son's gonna want bananas. He's gonna want bread, but I don't know what kind of bread he wants. And then the only thing I can't find at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or Buy Right that's decent are good corn tortillas that are gluten free that aren't like cardboard. I don't know what the deal is, you guys. I think it's because they either have to have additives and preservatives to make their textures stay good, or they just have to be fresh. And so I might go to my friend's restaurant and steal some. What else do I know I need? I always want more lemons and limes. And so, oh, I didn't put lettuce on this list. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to get my tortillas. But and yeah, no, that's it. Everything else I can get at Trader Joe's. And so I am cooking these recipes. I'm making them per my book, which means most of these serve 4 to 6 people. My son eats so much, and I eat a lot as well. A lot of times, if I'm making one of these meals, like 2 portions is kind of what I'm having. And when I'm looking for protein, I'm eating like double the amount of protein that a recipe calls for. So we're going to see how far this gets us, and we're going to see if I can do this on $125. Okay, so I think I'll go to the store like right now, and I'll report back to you guys on how it goes. Okay. Thank you so much for bearing with me as I do these live shows. I need to work on the technical difficulties. I have no idea why this keeps happening. I mean, I have a decent internet provider and all the things. I have to have a conversation with them today. But I will report back tonight, and I'll probably just schedule another live. If you're learning too, is if you join me live, terrific. But if you go back to watch these later, it takes about 24 hours for me to post them and put them in your in my post them to my website on Substack, right? So if you follow me on Substack, which you do, and then you click on me, you can get to the website for Substack, which I have all the categories for recipes, live videos, interviews. I'm calling it my pretend talk show. So everything is categorized for you to go back to. So any cooking videos, that's where you're going to find these classes. Okay. So hi, Deb. Again, thank you all for your patience today as technical difficulties were going crazy. Let me taste an egg bite if you guys want to see what I think of this. And then I'll write up the recipe for you all. Where did it go? I'm just looking for my offset spatula, which I, of course, can't find right now. That cute little spatula that does everything well for me. Let's use this one instead. This will do the job. Okay. And we'll turn this way. You guys, nothing is working today. Is Mercury and whatever. My phone's charger isn't working properly. The internet isn't working properly. It's hilarious. Okay. Here is 6 grams of protein, and it's my little egg bite with cottage cheese, eggs, egg white, a little piece of mozzarella in there, and pesto. Mmm, delicious. This is so easy. So I'll write it up for all of you, and then you'll find it on my webpage on Substack. Okay. This is just for Substack. 6 eggs, 4 egg whites, 3/4 of a cup of cottage cheese, 3 tablespoons of pesto, and a little chunk of mozzarella in each one if you want it. So this is more like 7 or 8 grams of protein per bite, and I'm going to eat 2 bites. Let them cool, pop them in the fridge, and you're in business for a very long time, all week long. You can just microwave these for like 15 to 30 seconds tops. And I'm just going around with my little spatula and loosening them from my nonstick tray like that, right? And so I'm going to let them cool, and then I will put them in the fridge, and they're ready to go. I baked them for probably 30 minutes at 350. I don't like to bake eggs at too high of a temperature. They're absolutely delicious, you guys. I'm so happy I messed around with this recipe, and it took me 4 minutes to combine those ingredients before I got online with you guys. So pretty cool, right? Okay. Not everything was a flop today. Again, to recap, this week for the meal plan, I'm making now pesto egg bites, which are exclusive to House of Haas members on here on Substack. My Thai red curry soup. These are all from my book, Homemade Simple. My sheet pan salmon, which is the sheet pan halibut recipe with more pesto and spring vegetables. The Tex-Mex skillet casserole. Instead of shrimp tacos, I'm using leftover chicken that I'm making to make chicken tacos with slaw. And then I'm going to make my everyday salad and a green juice. Deb, I used 6 eggs and 4 egg whites. And 3/4 of a cup of cottage cheese and 3 tablespoons of pesto, and just into a regular muffin pan, right? If you have any other cheese you want to add to it, or like I added a little piece of mozzarella at the bottom of each one, but I just whisked them, divided them evenly. And there you have it. There's some water coming out of these, and that's because of the fresh mozzarella. It's funny that it's like a little soupy on the bottom. That's definitely from the mozzarella, and maybe a lot of liquid in the cottage cheese. But there you have it. Okay. So can't wait to share that recipe with you. Uh-oh. I'm on deadline for my cookbook, my new anti-inflammation cookbook. It's due Wednesday. I'm stressed. I have a lot to do. So I'm going to put my head down for the rest of the day and take it from there, and wish me luck. Okay. I'll be back tonight, probably cooking for you guys live on here, since this morning was kind of a flop. I think I'll cook the chicken and I'll shred it. And then I'll do my Thai red curry soup, probably in real time, just so you guys can see it. I've done it on here many times, but I'll do it again just for kicks. Okay. Everyone have a terrific Monday. Thanks for hanging out. And again, Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. this week, I'll do a new cooking tool, show you. Wednesday morning, I'm going to do a recipe of the week, which I'll probably make a Tex-Mex skillet casserole. Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I am going to have Jenny Hutt on, who is a divorce attorney, but she is so amazing. She has a show on Sirius XM called Just Jenny, and her story is fascinating. She went to law school and was always a divorce attorney, but then stayed home primarily with her kids for a long time. She's got 4 children, if I remember correctly. She's hilarious. She's dynamic. And now she still has her talk show. She has her show on Sirius and a podcast. And she also practices law. But I learned so much from listening to her on another podcast about divorce. And it's not something I think anybody anticipates going through or wanting to go through, right? But when faced with it about a decade ago, I was completely unprepared. And I think that just whether it doesn't matter if you plan on staying married, if you're interested in getting divorced, as we both like to say, we are very pro marriage and pro relationship. Um, but there are things you should probably know about your life that if you don't, and I'm talking mostly financially and how things go down in terms of like basic assumptions around custody, and, luckily I was working with a partner where we were both very interested in loving on our kids all the time. We didn't have that problem. We weren't fighting around, being part of our children's lives. It was the financial piece that completely shocked me how it all went down. And I was totally unprepared. So it's just good to understand. It's good to understand if you are in a situation where you don't have any idea where your money is or how you're investing it. It's nothing to feel ashamed about. It is just very common for one person in a relationship to kind of run with that piece. And Jenny is going to break it down for us. Okay. So can't wait to have her on Thursday for all of you. Okay, everyone, have a terrific Monday, and I'll catch you later. Bye.